Hey guys, thanks for coming to my channel. I'm super excited you decided to pop in. My name is Elizabeth. If you're new here, please subscribe, please ring the bell, and my Instagram handle is Lizzie Likes Lipstick. We're gonna try the Natasha Denona Mini Love palette. So this is my first Natasha Denona palette. I've actually never owned one before, and I saw this one and I liked the massive one. I liked the $65 one. That was the Love palette that came out for Valentine's Day. It was very nice. But this one really seemed to speak to me because I want a smaller palette that I can take on the go throughout the summer and enjoy, kind of like have these nice lighter kind of colors that are really pretty. I love purples, I love pinks, but I don't like them to be super vibrant. I like them to be a little more sheer. So this is the look that I created with this palette. So this is the final look. If you want to see how I achieved this look, then just keep on watching. Hello guys, welcome to my channel. I'm excited that you decided to join me today. We are going to do a quick little get ready with me. I got some new products, which you may have seen in my last video that I unboxed a Sephora haul. And as you know, it was not too many products, but it was a nice little refresh to my collection with some new products. So I'm excited to share with you what they actually look like on my face now. So we'll just go ahead and get started. I'm going to use a few products from my collection here. This one is my whipped cream primer from Winky Lux, and I think that it's a really nice primer. I use it probably the most. It's just the fun pink primer that I like the whipped texture, and I like the way that it works. I think that it works just fine. It gives my face a little like cloudy, plushy kind of a feel, and it's just kind of a satisfying product to use. I use it a lot. And if you hear noise in the background, that is Remy the cat. He's such a goob. Okay, so I got a new sponge. I decided to try the Silly Dip sponge. Now look at how funny it looks. So once you wet it, it kind of like bulges at the seams, and it's really entertaining. So I'm going to use my Colourpop Tinted Moisturizer, and I guess normally what I do is I put the kind of product on the sponge directly, and then I put it on my face. So I guess we'll just do that and see what happens. Okay, so applying it is almost like tapping plastic on my face. It's very strange. Pretty much because it is tapping plastic on my face, but it's silicone. I already put sunscreen underneath, and I've been letting that soak in, so I'm kind of ready. So that way I was ready to put this foundation on. And it's giving me that kind of a effect. I'm gonna go on to the other side. It's applying it much thicker as expected because the product doesn't soak into the sponge. So it is giving me higher coverage, but it's kind of it's interesting. I'll give it that. It's interesting. So that is what it looks like on. Again, it's a tinted moisturizer, so it's going to be a very light kind of a look anyway. And so we're going to not use that. So we're just going to move on. Look at how dark these circles are. I'm going to use my Wet n Wild concealer. It's kind of strange to do it over my eyes. It's like I can tell that it's not soaking it up. So let's use the back side a little bit. I don't really like using the silicone side over top of my eyes. Like I do it a little bit, but it's kind of strange. It's not very comfortable. It's kind of a strange sensation. It's good underneath the eye like this, but then when I put it over top of the eye, which I typically do, it's just not very comfortable. All right, then I'm gonna use my Milani pressed powder. This is the Conceal and Perfect. I can't even talk. And just look at how much of this stuff I've used. We're getting there. I like powder I almost use it every single day. Pretty much every day that I do my makeup, I wear this powder. I've been kind of trying to get it used up. I'd like to move on to other products. I like this product. It's a good product and it's pretty. The packaging is nice. It's partly why I bought it. There's that. Next, we're gonna go to bronzer. That was my Physicians Formula Organic Wear Sculpting Bronzer. I've been only using cream bronzers lately, and I really only have this one cream bronzer. I'd like to try some other bronzers, but I am just stuck on this one. I really genuinely enjoy it, so much so that it keeps me from buying too much more. I like to keep my collection relatively, I think less is fine to have. You don't have to have a huge collection. You don't have to try everything new. I like trying new things, clearly, because I bought some new items. Like, I'm definitely not opposed to buying new makeup, but I think that somewhere there's a balance where you're just not buying into every single new launch, but also being able to keep up, I guess. It's kind of a tricky place to be, because being on this YouTube platform, I just kind of like, you feel the urge to keep up with the Jones and to try all the things, but you don't necessarily have to in order to enjoy your makeup. You don't have to have a bunch of new products. Some new products here and there is really nice, but really a curated collection is perfectly acceptable, and you can enjoy that makeup and enjoy it to its fullest. So anyway, I don't know why I felt like I needed to be on that rant, but there you go. All right, so now we've got the Rare Beauty. This shade is Nearly Neutral, and I wasn't able to swatch this in store because at my Sephora they wouldn't allow swatches, but look at how beautiful this is. I mean, come on. So let's go ahead and, ooh, whoa, that is way softer and creamier than I anticipated. It really is. All right. This brush is my typical like stippling like blush brush, and we'll go directly into it. Oh, that made it real messy. And we're just gonna apply straight on. Oh, that is pretty. That's real pretty. It's really slight. It's not overbearing, but it's definitely like depositing that color onto my cheek. Why am I so messy? I definitely did not keep this pan clean. Like, it is kind of messy now. But that's okay, because it's not about keeping the pan pretty, it's about making your face pretty. Yeah, it's very light. It's very light. It's actually probably a bit lighter than I anticipated. I thought that this color might be a little bit of a dark color for me, but after trying it, it's definitely not. Like, I definitely don't think it's going overboard. I could probably continue to apply over top and it wouldn't be overboard. I think it's very nice. I think it's the perfect color for me, because, oh, it's almost like, I definitely think in person you can see it just a little bit better, but it's sheer. It's really sheer, but it's super pretty, and especially on like no makeup days, it would be beautiful. Let's do my highlighter. I've been super loving the Nude Sticks highlighter here. Just placing that on top. It's been a very light highlighter, but I love it. I think that it looks just so sheer enough that it's not overbearing, but it's definitely depositing a bit of sheen there. Exactly like I like it. And then we're going to do eyeshadow. So let's go ahead, and I'm going to use Too Faced Shadow Insurance. I haven't used this in a hot minute, and I probably squeezed out too much product, to be honest. All right, prepped and primed and ready to go. I am so excited to use my new Natasha Denona palette. It's so pretty. All right, so this is an AOA Studio brush. This is my E127 that I use for pretty much every time I do my crease shade. So we're gonna go into this shade here. That is pretty. That's kind of like my perfect transition shade right now. I've really been enjoying a transition shade, this color. It's kind of like a mauvey taupe. Yeah, that is really pretty. They do blend very softly. Very nice. I'm impressed with the way that they blend. I don't know what I expected, but it was probably had less of an expectation for the way that they blended. But they're blending very nicely. My first Natasha Denona palette. Look at that. And then we're going to do, this one is a Sonia Kashuk brush. Got it from Target. So then we're going to go into this deep middle shade. I'm going to tap that off. And it's going to go on the outer crease real lightly. I'm going to see how strongly it goes. Surprisingly, it's not overly, like, I think because I tapped off my brush, it doesn't go crazy. I am weirdly, I don't know what sometimes when you get a new eyeshadow palette with new formula that you've never tried, you just have this expectation that it's going to be patchy and weird, but like, I'm thoroughly impressed. I'm not feeling like it has any kind of a strange texture to it. These mattes are really nice so far, and they're doing exactly what I want. There we go. Perfect. That is nice. Okay, I'm gonna take this brush. This is my e.l.f. eye crease brush, and we're gonna go into this shade here. We're gonna put it 2 places. We're gonna put it on, oh yeah, I'm gonna tap that off. I'm gonna put it on the inner corner, and I'm gonna bring it up like this, because I've really been enjoying doing that for like every look now. Just bring it like all the way up. I don't know. It's just like different. And then I'm gonna do that to the other side. Bring it all the way up. That is beautiful. That is very nice. And then we're gonna use, this is usually when I use my finger to go into the shade, but I'm kind of considering just using a brush this whole way through. We're gonna pick up a little bit of this color here, and we're gonna place it. Whoa, that is pretty. Oh my goodness, your girl is thoroughly impressed with the way that. Let's put it on this side. Let's try applying it with my finger, see what kind of a difference that makes. Okay, that shade all over is absolutely stunning. I feel like that it is a little bit golden, a little bit, definitely matches this look. It's very cohesive in my opinion. And then this pink shade, this one here is the only one we haven't used yet, and I think I'm going to just place that in the very center of my eye. Ooh, that definitely gives me pinky vibes. So there's that. I really think that in person it looks so pretty, and I think that it's not catching on camera exactly how it looks, if that makes any sense. But that's okay. All right, so we're gonna actually take this 4th shade over and put it on here like that. That is pretty, friends. I'm into this palette. It may be my new summer palette that I use and use. I really wanted, like, that's exactly what I wanted. I wanted a small palette that is perfect for spring and summer, and one that I felt like that I could use, I don't know, just one that I felt like that I could use for a pretty pink look that's not gonna be over the top, but not gonna be, I really think that the colors perfect for summer, and they're very pretty. They flatter. I think that matte shade is a really, 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 really good shade for me. And I think that pairing it with these two matte shades are phenomenal. I really think the whole palette, I'm impressed with the whole palette, and I think that it's like very usable, very, very usable for me and my skin tone. And if you like pinky purples, but you don't want them to be like super vibrant, I think this is a perfect shade, a perfect palette that it gives me a little bit of warmth, it's a little bit of cool, it's a little bit of both, and I am like into it. I am so into it. I think it's pretty. Probably one of my favorite looks I've created in, probably a favorite look I've created in a hot minute. So let me go ahead and do the rest of my makeup, and I'll come back with the final look. All right, you guys, I'm back, and I am super into this look. What I've got on my lips is the Fenty Cream. This is in Mauve Wives, I believe. And it is kind of the perfect lippy for this look. So I am really into this look. Put this back on. My final look, y'all. And I am here for it. I think it's good. I am into it. And I hope that you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you later. Bye!